Welcome to Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zaley's Desk special. Join us as we dive into the topics related to living with a facial disfigurement. Whether you're here for yourself, your loved ones, or for educational and professional insights, this is for you. We start our conversation with clear, understandable terminology. While we use disfigurement, it's for medical and legal clarity. We acknowledge you may relate to terms like visible difference or your own diagnoses. All our presenters have lived experience or work with people living with facial disfigurement. Curious to know more? So are we. Pull up a seat, grab a cuppa, and let's chat around the table with Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zaley's Desk special.
G'day, and I'm your host, Dr. Zaley O'Day, for this special guest episode. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for attending, and we hope that you have a wonderful time. I won't stop now. I will just nicely bring in our beautiful guest, Michele. Michele, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, Michele. Whereabouts in the world are you from?
Fort Worth, Texas, in the United States.
Right. Is there something that you'd like to share with yourself, something fun that you enjoy doing, or maybe a hobby or something that you like doing first off, just to kick it off?
I like to go to car shows, like cars out of the 50s and 60s, and I enjoy doing that. And I also like to go to estate sales, where people sell stuff, and just different things. I like to get out to small towns and explore the little shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, sounds good. So I was just wondering, I can see your face is different to mine. Would you like to share your story about? May I ask what's up with your face?
Well, I was born with Moebius Syndrome, which is a paralysis of the seventh facial nerve, and it has varying effects. Some people have more than I do. Some people are missing limbs, and they have trouble breathing, and there's different types of it.
Okay, so what are your challenges?
Well, it's mainly just a facial thing with me. Can't smile, can't move my eyes from side to side. I can move them up and down, but not side to side. And the hearing is a little impaired. I think that's due to Moebius also. And there's just different things.
Okay, so hearing loss. You go.
It's just I didn't know, but I have recently found out that hearing loss is a side effect of Moebius also. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
For a long time.
Do you have difficulty swallowing, or did you have to have speech therapy?
Well, I had speech therapy when I was younger, but not now. And I don't really have trouble swallowing. I think my throat is smaller than the average person, but, if I just, don't try to stuff too much down it at one time, I usually don't have a problem.
What people don't know is that I stuffed some. I was stuffing some Vegemite toast. It's about 8 o'clock
Yes.
in the morning here, and 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, and 5 p.m. where Michelle is. And I was like, Michelle, I've got to have something to eat quickly. And so I
Well, you
might have been
gotta
shoving it down my throat.
you gotta have it. Yeah, you gotta have breakfast.
Yeah, you do. You do. Did you have to have any when you were younger, or even now? Do you have to have any surgeries, or did you have to have any surgeries?
When I was yeah, very young, I had what do you call it, stratabus or whatever, where your eyes are crossed. I had that. That's a common thing with Moebius also, and I had a surgery uh on my eyes. I think I was about 3 or 4 years old when I had that,
Mm-hmm.
and other than that, I haven't had anything. They have a smile surgery they do, and if I was younger, I would probably consider doing that, but I don't think I'm going to do it now.
May I ask you your age? You don't have to answer that question.
Old, no, 67,
67 or 57?
67,
Yes, 60.
six,
Six,
yeah.
67. I'm almost 47.
Uh, yeah, I could be your mother,
Yeah, you could be. You could be. Do you have any kids?
but let's don't think about that. Yeah, I have
You have
three
three.
kids. Yeah.
Wow. Lots of people with facial differences or disfigurements choose not to have children.
A
Is
lot
not
of
a,
them choose to.
and a lot of
I think.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah according to research, lots of people that have got facial disfigurement or a facial difference um, don't want to have children.
Yeah,
So
I found that out. You know, knowing a bunch of people that have Mobius, there are quite a few that have children, but there are quite a few that don't. And there, I have talked to some, and they were afraid it might be, you know, passed down, but it really isn't. It's a totally random thing. None of the people I know with Mobius that have children have their children don't have Mobius. It's like a totally random thing.
okay, because I was going to ask whether or not it could be passed down genetically, and you don't know, or it doesn't appear
It's
to be.
not. It doesn't appear
Right.
to be. No.
Okay. All right. So, how can I ask? Because you were saying that you were a little bit concerned about having children um, back when you were younger. So, could you walk me through some of those feelings or those thoughts that you were having?
Well, actually, no, I really wasn't concerned about it. I probably should have been or thought more about it, but I just always felt like it was a totally random thing, and my whatever children I have would not have it, which turned out to be the case.
Mm-hmm. So, people living with facial disfigurement or sometimes think about how are they going to look pretty, or how are they going to find a partner. So
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
that was a concern. That was a concern, and I didn't have a whole lot of problem when I was younger. Uh, Now, of course, I'm older, so that doesn't help anything. So I have more of a problem with it now than I did when I was younger.
Okay. Would you like to talk about that?
Well, men, they just don't, they, most of them, I'm sure there's a lot of exceptions, but the ones that I've encountered, they don't want to look beyond the facial thing, they want a, perfect looking woman. And so it's a challenge. Now, when I was younger, it didn't seem to be as much, but nowadays, well, I had a boyfriend a few years ago. He was
Mm.
blind, so he didn't care.
That's good. So how did you guys meet?
Online.
Okay.
And I tried to, find other blind people, but I really hadn't had much luck. I know they're out there, but I haven't been able to find them.
Okay.
But we got along great, because I could see, and so, I mean, we didn't. He was great. My only regret is that he's no longer with us.
He passed away.
Yeah, he had diabetes. That's what caused him to go blind.
Okay.
And then he had kidney failure, and he was on dialysis, and his body just couldn't take it.
No, no, no. That's a very sad story there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I finally find a nice guy, and then, something like that happens, unfortunately, but,
Hmm.
stuff happens.
Yeah, life
So if you
does
find
happen,
it,
doesn't
yeah, if you find any more blind guys, send them my way.
it? Sure, no worries. What age between would you prefer? I'm making notes.
55 to 80.
55 to 80, radio. I'm just writing that down.
Yeah,
55 to 80. Blind.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Blind date
yeah.
for Michelle. Oh, okay.
Literally blind.
Yeah, literally blind on a blind date, a double blind date. That gives
Yeah,
another dimension to it.
right.
Oh dear. So he was lovely.
He was. He was honestly the best relationship I've ever had. I was married, but well, I wasn't married when I dated him, but I was
No.
married before, and the blind guy, he outshowed everybody else. He told me one time, they try harder.
Hmm. Well, I think we all try a bit harder, don't we? Because um, they've got to get past this face to who we are,
That
and that's
that
really difficult sometimes.
it is, yeah.
Mm.
So we have to try real hard, and that doesn't seem fair, but that's the way it is.
Yeah. So what is some of your tips for people, maybe, because
My
you've
what?
dated, tips, dating tips.
Oh, well, I like a person that's breathing.
Yeah. No.
No.
What if someone was going to ask you what to do when you're on a date to be able to get them to look to who you are, you were saying
No.
before that it takes more time and
Yeah,
effort. What are some of
you
your
have to
tips?
be you have to be charming. You have to, you know, have a sense of humor, and you have to get them to look beyond the initial, face. So you have to be really charming and funny, and you know, just you really have to put yourself out there more than the average person, I would say.
Hmm. Do you think you need to be authentically you, though? You can put it
Yeah,
on, but you need to be authentically
yeah,
you.
yes, you do, but yeah, you do. You can't be fake, but
No.
you have to, show them that you're fun, and that they have a great opportunity that they don't want to pass it up.
Yes, yes. That they're on a
Yeah,
winning keeper, winning wicket. Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we have to, we do have to try harder, I would say, and it's not fair because there's a lot of, prettier people out there, and they don't have to really try as hard. But then when people get to know them, if they're not pretty on the inside, then that's a handicap to them.
Yes, it is. Michelle, with that, I think that might be where we leave it for at this moment in time. Michelle, would you like to come in and do another interview with us?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. And I am going to put on, hang on, I'm getting this all organized. And we will go in a second.
By golly gosh, it's the end of Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zayli's Desk special. And that's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember that all information given during this episode is for general application only. If you have any specific medical issues, as always, consult with your medical practitioner. Like, subscribe, and share on whatever platform you find us on. For more information, please connect with Karibu Anawim on our website at karibuanawim.com or email us at inquiries@karibuanawim.com.